Romantha Botha en videograaf Thando Hlophe is in Durban in Durban na verskeie klagtes oor die swak toestand van die gewilde kusstad se strande gaan ondersoek instel en hulle het hierdie verslag aangestuur.
Durban, die gewildste stad aan die KwaZulu-Natalse kus, waarheen almal stroom om in die seewater te baljaar. Maar oor nuwe jaar moes verskeie strande sluit weens onverwerkte riool wat in die see ingevloei het. Vandag, byna 'n maand later, is die probleme nog nie naastenby opgelos nie. Vir byna 'n maand lank het rou riool in die Umgeni rivier en gevolglik in die see by Durban se gewilde strande gevloei. Die eThekwini Metro het die strande vir 'n paar dae gesluit om die E. coli vlakke in die water te toets. Die vlakke van die riool in die rivier was so erg dat sowat 50 kanoevaarders siek geword het. Water in verskeie ander riviere is ook in 'n onafhanklike ondersoek deur Talbot Laboratories en die nie-regeringsorganisasie Adopt a River getoets. Hulle sluit in die Umdloti rivier suid van King Shaka internasionale lughawe, die Umbilo rivier wat tot in die Durbanse hawe vloei en die Mboko-Dweni rivier wat langs woonbuurte soos Umbo-Gentwini en Umlazi vloei. Wat hul ondersoeke getoon het, is skokkend.
In terms of the recreational limits, it's 0 to 130 counts per 100 mils is considered ideal or safe recreational limits. And anything above 400 counts per 100 mils is considered critical or poor water conditions. We have found that every week and every sample point there's been counts greater than 400 counts per 100 mils. They're in the thousands. In week 2, we picked up in the northern works that just below the northern works, we got a count of over nearly 1 million counts per 100 mils in the northern works. And that is obviously very concerning.
Rou riool vloei vanuit die Springfield area in die Umgeni rivier in. Dit vloei dan na die bekende Blue Lagoon strand. Dit is 'n uiters gewilde uithangplek vir plaaslike inwoners.
They came out, inspected the place, but they've done nothing over the number of years. I've indicated to them, listen, it's illegal for them to connect that massive pipe running from the sewer into the stormwater, but they had no regard to it. They just can't worry. Now, if what you're seeing now is a low pressure, but when they increase the pressure, the amount of sewer is of a great volume. So what it does is overflow onto the road, and on the road you will see sanitary pads, condoms and feces.
Ook die natuurlewe word hierdeur geraak, wat weer 'n impak op ekotourisme het.
There's abundant bird life in the estuary that's being affected by this bacterial load in the water. We have Goliath herons, a number of different species of kingfisher, pelicans and the like, and these birds are affected. We're seeing less and less of them on the side of the river, and the function of the estuary as a nursery is being affected, which affects the offshore marine ecosystem as well.
Stroom af het ons eerstehands gesien hoe dit vissermanne raak.
We've been fishing here for the past 20 years, and over the years the river has been quite nice, but lately, maybe for the past 5 years, I think the water gets like really darker, more chocolate brown, and ever since it rains and stuff like that. So, and plus all the rubbish that's coming up from the river is affecting our fishing, because people are afraid to eat this fish now because of the things that are in the water. So it's really dampened our fishing spirits. And likewise as today, we've got nothing because of all the rubbish that's coming out there.
Rou riool vloei keer op keer hier in Durban se hawe in en ondernemings in die omgewing is al raad op.
It's caused massive mayhem in the sense that your businesses and people who generally come here, spend their days, come out here for leisure, spend their days here, don't want to even be seen around here. So it's had a massive negative effect on our businesses, on the environment, and on the yachting community as such.
Wanneer die riool hierdeur vloei, moet sommige ondernemings hul deure sluit.
Since we moved here as a brand, this is the 4th time this has happened. This time was probably the worst, but it's something that has kind of become not normal, but you're almost, you're not shocked by it anymore. The hugest loss for us, because we have fresh seafood here, is the fact that we lost oysters, calamari, fresh fish. We don't believe in freezing our produce and then serving it to guests. So that was a heartbreaking part of the situation that, we lost and wasted a lot.
The stench was awful. We sell boats and we repair boats around the mooring. We couldn't really work with boats in the mooring because of the condition of the water. Boats that we started to sell, we started to move to Richards Bay so they could have cleaner water to use there. Our harbour was in a very, very bad state and there was no end to it.
'n Plaaslike raadslid sê die munisipale probleme strek verder as net die waterverwerkingsstelsels.
We have slum areas, we have illegal occupation, we have a lot of foreign nationals moving into the areas, the abandoned buildings, we have bad buildings. This has caused a huge influx of people moving into this area, especially the Esplanade and the harbour area. Now, with that, and no regular maintenance of our infrastructure, we're going to have a breakdown. These are mechanical stuff. I think also the finance, I don't think we're putting enough monies into the maintenance of this equipment. Therefore, it's impacting negatively on the tourism, on the, the patrons that frequent this area, and also our locals.
Die impak hiervan op toerisme is enorm en die DA veg dat die krisis ook op nasionale vlak dringend aandag moet geniet.
We had informed the Minister of Tourism last year, who was Minister Mamaloko Kobayan-Gubane, and I had brought it up in our portfolio committee that there was an impending disaster unfolding in eThekwini municipality with the E. coli levels and the impact this is going to have on tourism, on the environment, on local business, and the fact that in the post-COVID economic recovery, tourism plays a huge driving role in boosting our economy.
Die eThekwini Metro het nie aan ons onderhoud toegestaan nie.
Ons neem weer 'n blaaskans, maar kyk gerus eers na môre se voorblaai.